Let's pray. Almighty God, who in your wisdom and goodness have appointed the offices of leaders and legislative assemblies for the welfare of society and the just government of the people, we beseech you to behold with your abundant favor us, your servants, whom you have been pleased to call to the performance of important trust in this republic. Let your blessings descend upon us here assembled, and grant that we treat and consider all matters that shall come under our deliberation in so just and faithful a manner as to promote your honor and glory, and to advance the peace, prosperity, and welfare of our country and of those whose interests you have committed to our charge. Amen. Good morning, honorable members. Welcome to this sitting of today. Clerk, you can start us off.
Order number 1, administration of oath.
Next order.
Order number 2, communication from the chair.
I have a communication to make. Good morning, honorable members. I wish to welcome you to the 4th session of the 3rd Assembly. I hope you got to rest and interacted with your electorates during the long recess. Honorable members, I wish to remind all of us of our roles as enshrined in Article 185 of the Constitution of Kenya 2010. One of the key roles of the County Assembly is legislation, hence the name legislature. I urge that we undertake to make laws and review the existing laws that are necessary for effective performance of the functions of the county government under the 4th schedule. I encourage you to come up with legislative proposals for processing by the Office of the Clerk and ultimately enactment by the County Assembly. The County Assembly is also bestowed with the mandate of oversight, and I would like to urge you to exercise oversight over the county executive and any other county executive organs, whilst respecting the principles of separation of powers. Honorable members, further, I wish to remind you that you represent the interest of the people who elected you to the Assembly, and that you will be in touch with them so as to be able to generate business in form of motions, statements, and public petitions. On that note, I wish to invite all members, honorable members, and staff to a common lunch sponsored by the Office of the Speaker. That is today. I take this opportunity to wish you a very industrious 4th session. Thank you, honorable members. Karibuni lunch today. Next order.
Order number 3, messages.
Next order.
Order number 4, petitions.
Next order.
Order number 5, papers.
There are several papers to be laid down. I invite Honorable Nicholas Nzioka, Majority Leader, MCA Machakos Central Ward, to come forward and lay those papers.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. With your permission, Madam Speaker, I wish to digress a little bit in regard to the lunch that you've just invited us to.
Okay.
when we were opening the third session, we were similarly invited to the speaker's lunch, and I noticed two things. One, Madam Speaker was not present in the lunch, even though he had invited us. Number two, there was no change in menu. It was just the usual lunch. So I just hope this time Madam Speaker will be available and the menu is going to be different from what we had yesterday. Thank you, Madam Speaker.
Thank you very much. I will be present in person. I have given specific directives what the menu should be, unless it has not been conveyed. Dominic, it's you I sent. Yes? Yes, I sent him. Thank you.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Honorable Speaker, I beg to lay the following papers on the table of the Assembly today, Tuesday, 11th February 2025. Number one, report of the Auditor General on Kalama Level 4 Hospital for the year ended 30th June 2024, County Government of Machakos. Number two, second quarter financial statements for the period ended 31st December 2024 for the following funds. A, Machakos County Bursary Fund. B, Machakos County Executive Car Loan and Mortgage. C, Machakos Climate Change. Number three, second quarter financial statements for the period ended 31st December 2024 for the following municipalities. A, Mavoko Municipality. B, Machakos Municipality. C, Kangundo Tala Municipality. Number four, second quarter financial statements for the period ended 31st December 2024 for the following hospitals. A, at the River Level 4 Hospital. B, Matu Level 4. C, Kadhiani Level 4. D, Mutituni Level 4. 5, Mwala Level 4. F, Masinga Level 4. G, Ndidhini Level 4. H, Kangundo Level 4. I, Kimiti Level 4. J, Kalama Level 4. And K, Machakos Level 5 Hospital. 5, second quarter financial statements for the period ended 31st December 2024 for A, County Executive. B, Machakos County Revenue Fund. C, Machakos County Receiver of Revenue. Thank you, Madam Speaker.
Thank you very much, Honorable Member. Those papers are committed to different committees as follows. Paper A, Roman 1, to be committed to the Public Accounts and Investment Committee. Paper A, Roman 2, to be committed to the Education and Social Services Committee. Paper 2, again, B of it, to be committed to the Finance and Revenue Collection Committee. Roman 2C, to be committed to Environment and Natural Resources Committee. Roman 3, A, B, C, all of them to be committed to Decentralized Unit and County Administrative Committees. Roman 4, A to K, to be committed to Health and Emergency Services Committee. And Roman 5, A, B, C, all of them to be committed to Finance and Revenue Collection Committees. Thank you very much. Next order.
Order number 6, notices of motion.
May I also invite Honorable Nicholas Nzioka, MCA Machakos Central Ward, to come forward and give notice of motion. Notices of motion.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Honorable Speaker, I wish to give notice of motion that, pursuant to the provisions of Machakos County Assembly Standing Order Number 151, Sub-Order 1E, this Assembly approves the appointment of the following members to the House Business Committee, in addition to those specified under paragraphs A, B, C, and D. Number 1, the Honorable Raphael Lakinzao. Number 2, the Honorable Rosina Kanini. Number 3, the Honorable Dominic Maitha. Number 4, the Honorable Benjamin Kinyungu. Number 5, the Honorable Irene Mulu. Number 6, the Honorable Evelyn Zeki. Number 7, the Honorable Francis Kavyu. Number 8, the Honorable Constant Mbula. Number 9, the Honorable Masinjagi. Number 10, Honorable Paul Wambua. And number 11, the Honorable Boniface Katiti. Honorable Speaker, I wish also to give notice of motion that, pursuant to Standing Order number 189A, this House approves the following members to Powers and Privileges Committee, in addition to the specific members provided under Standing Order 189A, A, and B. Number 1, the Honorable Nicholas Nzioka. Number 2, the Honorable Constance Nzioki. And number 3, the Honorable Mary Denya. Thank you, Madam Speaker.
Thank you very much, Honorable Member. Next order.
Order number 7, statements.
Next order.
Order number 8, motion, approval of membership of the House Business Committee.
May I invite Honorable Nicholas Nzioka to come forward, take us through that motion.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Honorable Speaker, I wish to move the motion that, pursuant to the provision of Machakos County Assembly Standing Order number 151, Suborder 1E, this Assembly approves the appointment of the following members to the House Business Committee, in addition to those specified under paragraphs A, B, C, and D. Number 1, the Honorable Raphael Lakinzao. Number 2, Honorable Rosina Kanini. Number 3, the Honorable Dominic Maitha. Number 4, the Honorable Benjamin Kinyungu. Number 5, the Honorable Irene Molu. Number 6, the Honorable Evelyn Zeki. Number 7, the Honorable Francis Kavyu. Number 8, the Honorable Constant Mbula. Number 9, the Honorable Masinjagi. Number 10, the Honorable Paul Wambua. And number 11, the Honorable Boniface Katiti. I call upon the leader of the minority side to second.
Honorable Dawa. Thank you very much, honorable members. I now propose the question that, pursuant to provisions of Machakos County Assembly Standing Order number 151, 1E, this Assembly approves the appointment of the following members to the House Business Committee, in addition to those specified under paragraph A, B, C, and D. Number 1, Honorable Raphael Lakinzao. Number 2, Honorable Rosina Kanini. 3, Honorable Dominic Maitha. 4, Honorable Benjamin Kinyungu. 5, Honorable Irene Molu. 6, Honorable Evelyn Nzeki. 7, Honorable Francis Kavyu. 8, Honorable Constance Mbula. 9, Honorable Masinjagi. 10, Honorable Paul Wambua. And 11, Honorable Boniface Katiti. I'm sorry about that. I now invite members to debate this motion. It's your turn, members. Honorable Ndawa.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Before I get to the business before the House, I want to take this opportunity to thank God, because we left this House last year, 59 of us, and we can confirm we are coming back 59 of us. So we must thank God for that. Thank you for that correction. So we must thank God. It is not because we are good, neither is it because we do what is required of us, but because of His pity and love, He has spared us. Again, Honorable Speaker, we are coming from a long recess, and it's good also to remind ourselves that we have 908 days to the D-Day. We have 818 days till the day will be breaking for what we call Sindai, 818 days. So I'm requesting my colleagues, we change our way of doing things. If we were moving very slowly, we need to adjust. So that whatever is supposed to be done by this house is done in good time, so that we can be on the safe side. Honorable Speaker, I want to take this opportunity to thank you for finding it fit to invite these members for lunch today. And I would wish to also request your office. Things are done following what used to be done before. I served in the last regime with Mheshimiwa Ngonga and others who are there. And every beginning of a session, we used to have prayers day. We call upon the bishops, we call upon the governor to be with us. We have an official opening. We mount tents in our parking there. So I'm requesting that you also emulate the same. Because if we open with God, it means now the session is going to be smooth. But if we open alone, we may have some challenges in between. But I hope that is not going to happen. So I'm requesting, it is not too late. Since today is the beginning, is the first day, and things have to be planned, I request that you create a small, you form a small kind of committee to handle that matter. So that before the end of the month, we have a similar event here. So that we can start with God and ensure that we move with Him.
Yeah.
Coming to the business before the house, I want to take this opportunity to congratulate the members who have been placed on that committee. Honorable Speaker, the HBC is the engine for the assembly, whether National Assembly, whether Senate or County Assembly. Without HBC, nothing can find its way to the floor of the house. As we have all witnessed today, the order paper may not have any other business because there was no HBC in place. So there was no committee to approve. But I'm very sure after we approve this motion, now we'll have jump-started the assembly, and we'll be moving very well. So, Honorable Speaker, on our side, that is the minority side, we found it fit not to change any member, because we are very sure now, at least everybody has enough committees. So changing one member will create problem to others. So we have retained the same number, the same names, and I believe our colleagues have also done the same. Honorable Speaker, as I wind up, I want to request that whatever we discuss in this assembly becomes something to be implemented. Before we moved for the long recess. We proposed that we split some committees so that those members who have less committees can have somewhere to sit. So I'm requesting, Honorable Speaker, to also jumpstart that, because I understand the chair of the relevant committee, which amends the standing orders, is chaired by the Speaker. So I'm requesting you also propel that so that we can have members have enough committees. So, Honorable Speaker, I support the report and request my colleagues to agree with the report so that we can go to the next level. Thank you, Honorable Speaker.
Thank you. Maybe I would like to respond to some of the things that Honorable Member has raised so that I don't lose them. I am in concurrence that we need a prayer day to start us off in the best way, because a house that prays together stays together, and so that will be in progress as soon as possible so that we can have that day. Number two, the issue of committees, splitting committees and creating positions is still alive. It's not gone anywhere. We need to do that as a matter of priority so that we can get those positions taken by the members who have no responsibilities. Yeah, so thank you very much. Honorable Ngunga, can take it up.
So thank you, Madam Speaker. I also want to say to members that karibuni sana mwaka mpya for session. You are going to be used to it, me, Mheshimiwa, this way. Age has caught up with me.
Okay.
And so, you know, you cannot deny age. So as it is now, Honorable Ngunga from where will be spectacled. This is medical. So, Madam Speaker,
welcome to the
this is not Honorable Mbova now. This is Honorable Ngunga. This is a new look. I am supporting what Mheshimiwa Mdawa said, that we need to put the HPC in place so that we start ourselves off quick enough, because we have business ahead of us and business must be done. Yesterday, Madam Speaker, we had an opportunity to meet the governor, and from that meeting, I realized that we have quite a number of business that will need to be transacted. Quite a number of proposals came up that we need to transact as a house. So I think this is very in order. But Mheshimiwa Speaker, we also need to raise a few things that have been going on around, even in the other session. Quite a number of disquiet that come up, and I think a leader and the leader will have to handle that. Remember, there are some members who are complaining that some businesses were being shelved. You remember? I hope this is now going to be a new session. There have been questions where members would bring some business to be discussed and they never find themselves to the house. Madam Speaker, I'm asking, because you still chair that, let us have businesses, however painful they might be, let them come here. This is a house, nothing can happen here. This is a house of debate. This is a house, if a business is not good enough, it will be shut down by members. Wacha kila kitu ikuja hapa, Madam Speaker. But I want to support majority. Let us put this thing immediately so that we have ourselves running as quick as possible. Thank you, Madam Speaker.
Thank you very much, Honorable Member. Every business that is in order should come to this house to be handled here. So it's clear that House Business Committee should be fair in every aspect of their business that is coming to the House, so that every member feels taken care of. Thank you, members. Honorable Maida.
Thank you very much, Madam Speaker, and my fellow honorable members. First and foremost, once again, I want to take this opportunity to thank God for giving us the opportunity to see this new year. It's a rare opportunity, and we have every reason to say thank you to God and even to us all for making it back to this assembly. I want to thank the leaderships, both leaderships, the minority and the majority, for enabling this procedural undertaking today for the constitution of the House Business Committee. And maybe I just want to pose a challenge to the entire House, that the constitution of the committee, however procedural it is, might not be able to transact much if it's not provided for with enough business. However much we will rush to even constitute this committee today, you may be surprised that probably in the afternoon or then maybe in the next 1 or 2 weeks, Madam Speaker, we might not be having much to transact. So I want to throw a spanner in the box to the honorable member and especially the honorable chairs, that now we need to move with speed. And the honorable minority leader said it. Time is running. And the situation in the assembly today really brings a big worry, Madam Speaker, because if in the opening session we can be having less than 50% of the members, it leaves more questions than answers. And as I want to give a challenge to my fellow honorable chairs, we were retreated to Naivasha, and we agreed first we set an example by attending sessions so that we can be able to whip our members to attend. So I also want honorable members to hold their chairpersons responsible for any business that is pending in their committee so that it can be forwarded to the House Business Committee for balloting. We want to have as much business as possible where, Madam Speaker, at times we will have to be seeking time for extension. So as a committee, we promise that we will do our best, but we can only do the best if you furnish us with more and more and more business. So kindly, members, we have had a poor start, and kindly let us improve. Time is rushing. And I have also said, and we were taking our breakfast in the cafeteria. Just go and read the assembly prayer that we start with. That prayer is extremely strong. If you read the contents and understand the contents of that prayer, my friend, fellow brothers and sisters, honorable members, you learn that we are losing. So please, in the opening sessions that it has been in the National Assembly, and I want, actually, Honorable Madam Speaker, today, there's going to be a lot of business in the National Assembly. I want you to see in the National Assembly the numbers today, and you compare and contrast with the numbers today in our assembly. And we are not anyway different. So please, let's up our socks and attend assembly sessions so that we can be able to generate business both in the assembly and committees, because the House Business Committee, however good it is constituted, without business, it is as good as dead. Thank you, Madam Speaker. I support the motion.
Thank you very much, Honorable Member. May I call Honorable 001? Yeah, Felix Goy.
Thank you, Madam Speaker, for catching my hair, in the new session. Madam Speaker, I stand to support the motion, and as I support the motion, I wish also to concur with my fellow members that it's by God's grace that we have met, all of us here, in good health. Then secondly, Madam Speaker, it must be noted that time is flying so fast. We came to this assembly just the other day, and we are only left with 2 other sessions. And the second session, the 6th session, will not complete it. We'll go home before it ends. So time is flying so fast. And as Mheshimiwa Dominic has put it, we must be concerned about the legacy we will leave behind as the Third Assembly. We must agree that we have not been so proactive in the Third Assembly, and it's important that members now become proactive. We create more business so that we can leave a legacy as members of the Third Assembly of Machakos. So as I look at this list of members who have been placed in this committee, these are competent members who can work for us very well, but we must be able to generate business for this committee to be active. So let us pull our socks, let us attend plenary, let us attend our committees, and we make sure that we leave a good legacy in this Third Assembly. Thank you, Madam Speaker, and I support.
Thank you very much, Honorable Member. I now invite Honorable Nicholas Nzioka to respond.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I'm in concurrence with all the speakers who have come to support the motion, and particular concern is the actual attendance of the assembly by members. I beg of you, as a majority leader, to search your soul, and like Mheshimiwa Maitha said, go read that prayer and ask yourself how many people were competing with you during the last election, and God was sufficiently gracious to you to let you be the first among equals to be in this house. So let's take our job a little bit seriously. Let's attend a assembly session. Sometimes you would think the House Business Committee failed, only to realize that we do not even have business to discuss in the House Business Committee. And business is generated by members. So let us look at it like we have been given an opportunity to serve and serve. By the way, members, we have only had 1 bill passed in this house. Is it? So far. Yeah, the health. Actually, it's an amendment for the health. We do not have any act so far that has been passed through this house, that assembly. So the challenge is on us. Otherwise, thank you for supporting the reconstitution of the new House Business Committee. I call upon the House Business Committee to be first among equal, so that when you go and ballot for business, you also make sure you come to the House to discuss and to deliberate on the business. Thank you, Madam Speaker.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Honorable Member. I now put the question that pursuant to provisions of the Machakos County Assembly Standing Order 151, Suborder 1C, this Assembly approves the appointment of the following members to the House Business Committee in addition to those specified under paragraph A, B, C, and D. 1. Honorable Raphael Lakinzao. 2. Honorable Rosina Kanini, Honorable Dominic Maitha, Honorable Benjamin Kinyungu, Honorable Irene Mulu, Honorable Evelyn Zeki, Honorable Francis Kavio, Honorable Constance Mbula, Honorable Marcin Jagi, Honorable Paul Wambua, and Honorable Boniface Katiti. As many are of the opinion, say ayes. Aye. As many of the contrary opinion say nay, the ayes have it. Thank you very much, members. And I wish to direct that members of the just formed House Business Committee, and that has been approved now by this House, meet immediately after this sitting in the Speaker's boardroom so that we can generate business for the afternoon. Thank you, members, and be very punctual. Remember, we have a lunch date, which we should also attend to. Thank you. The House adjourns to Tuesday, 11th February 2025 at 2:30 p.m. Thank you, members.